everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is part 11 in this series. Can we believe I've done 11 videos this already? So this is going to be my 11th episode of reacting to my Tinder messages. Now if you're OG, you know the drill by now. I always out them because you're never going to find out who they are, and this is going to be my first honest reaction to the messages because men on Tinder are just strange. So sit back, grab a drink and enjoy the awkwardness and weirdness that I have to experience on Tinder. I have my laptop with them all on, as we always do, so if I'm looking down and reading, that is why. But yeah, let's get straight on into the video and I hope you enjoy. First one is off a guy called Callum. His first message to me was, "Bet I can guess your favourite game." I put, "Go on then." My favourite game, I don't even think I have one. Probably like Just Dance. Can we class that as a game? Just Dance, if that is a game. And he put, "It's Snap," and then sent me his Snapchat chat, and I was like, oh, missed a big shot over here. So I sent him the meme of Conor McGregor doing this as he walks on in his fight. I feel like I'm just, honestly, my banter's getting better with time. But yeah, he found that quite funny. Next one is off a guy called Bradley, and this boy, guys, is next level strange. Are you ready? His first message to me, it started off normal. His first message was, "Hey Claire, how's your weekend going?" I was like, "I've been working most of it, how about you?" This must have been when we went in lockdown. He put, "Oh bless you, I've had a very nice weekend, thanks. Shopping, relaxing and a roast dinner. Xmas week though." Alright, this must have been around Christmas. And then he was like, "What brings you to Tinder, Chloe?" So quite a normal conversation, I think. I was like, "Yeah, oh good, that sounds lovely, and I'm trying to find a boyfriend, what about you?" So he replied, "Yeah, it's been very nice. That's fair enough. Aha, well," winky face. Don't think you guys are ready for what's about to happen. "Well, haha, my girlfriend and I are looking to have a threesome and we were wondering if you'd be down to try it. Obviously we talk about boundaries and make sure you're comfortable, etc, etc. And also totally fine if you're not up for it. We wanted to ask you." Why is this not in his bio? If he'd have put in his bio, there was no inkling. There was no inkling of a girlfriend. There was no wanting a threesome. If he'd put it in his bio, I wouldn't have matched. So he is conning me into thinking he wants to match with me for me. Not so him and his girlfriend can have a threesome. First of all, threesome's not going to happen. I don't think I will ever have a threesome. So that is not happening, Bradley. And second of all, no, just... I was like, absolutely not. I deleted him as soon as I read the first bit. I didn't even read the rest. I screenshotted it, I read the threesome bit, screenshotted it for you guys so I could read it to you, and then deleted him. Because I was like, you are barking up the wrong tree there, my friend. A lot of these as well revolve around Valentine's Day as well, because as you know, it's been Valentine's Day recently, so a lot of them are Valentine's themed. Very appropriate and apt for Tinder. Next one's off a guy called Jake. His first message to me was, "Roses are red, violets are fine, you be the 6 and I'll be the 9. Don't get me wrong, I do love roses, but I ain't being the 6 to your 9 or the 9 to your 6, Jake, so sorry, hon. Next one is off a guy called Luke. Now me and Luke had some banter here, because he kind of used my favourite chat up line and kind of did his own version. So his first message to me was, "If your left leg was breakfast and your right leg was dinner, I'd definitely eat between meals." I replied saying, "OMG, that's so similar to my favourite chat line, which is your left leg is Halloween, your right leg is Christmas. Can I come see you in between the holidays?" The convo developed from there. See, if we're on the same wavelength, we're gonna get on. The next one's off a guy called Oliver. His first message to me was, "Have you got a CDL by any chance?" I was like, "A what?" I feel like this is me being dumb here. This is me lack of driving knowledge. And then he put, "Commercial driving licence for the absolute dump truck of an ass." Guys, we love this. We love to see this. Don't get me wrong, some chat lines really freak me out, but some I'm kind of like, that was a good one. And that was a good one. The next one's off a guy called Matt, and I was very offended by this one. "Girl, are you a piñata? Because I'd have to be blindfolded to hit it." If you have to be blindfolded to hit it, why did you match with me? Because Tinder, I know it's vain as shit and it's based on physical attraction, but you matched with me, hun. So why do we need to not see what you're missing out on enjoying this? That's all I'm saying. But absolutely not. Next one's off a guy called Matt, and he sent to me 2 emojis of the £5 notes, and then he messaged us and he's saying, just got pulled over by the police, got told I have to pay the fine. Oh, I'm fine. I like that one. I like cute little, like, they're not fully dirty, but it's like a little cheek. Like, I like a bit of cheekiness, but fully dirty, I'm like, oh, no. Next one's off a guy called Matt. His first message to me was, roses are red, you're cute as a duck, let's go on a date and then we can cuddle. I heard all your dirty minds then. I know what you thought, but he was being cute, alright? I mean, if I'd put what you thought, I'd have immediately blocked him. But we started chatting because he wanted a cuddle, he didn't want to rhymes with a duck, you know? Because we ain't about doing that, especially not on the first meeting. I mean, you do you. If you want to do that on your first meeting, you do that, but I'm not that kind of girl. That kind of girl anymore. Next one's off a guy called Liam, and we shared the love of the same chocolate. His first message to me was, are you a Terry's chocolate orange, because I want to unwrap you and bang you on a table. I mean, does anyone else? I don't actually bang mine on the table. I just like drop it from a height and on the floor, drop it from a height onto the floor, and then it just breaks easily. Like, why are you repetitively banging it on the table? Obviously, I get his reference, but I'd much rather just drop it on the floor and let it, and it does the job. But no, you are not banging me on a table. I feel like that's quite an uncomfortable position, I'm not gonna lie, like, that's not my fave. We do like your choice of chocolate, Liam, so I will let you off there. Next one's off a guy called George. His first message to me was, if you drop your standards, I'll drop my boxers. George, don't beat yourself up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do in my head think I have quite high standards. Like, I'm quite picky. Like, I want someone that's like the same morals as me, same like values, like same like family values, loyal, protective, the list goes on and on and on. So I feel like I do have quite high standards, but never beat yourself around the bush. Like, you are more than welcome to try. You never know, the ice queen might melt. But I do not want you to drop your boxes, please. Not yet. Thank you very much. This next one's of a guy called Jack. We just love a funny boy. His first message to me was my chat line, clear his throat. He actually wrote this. And then the big reveal, I can fit a whole pack of Jaffa cakes in my mouth. We love that, Jack. We would love, honestly, I'd love to see that. Like, I messaged him back saying, you are on, I'd love to see this. We've yet to meet up and do that, so after lockdown that might have to be the next thing on my list. Next one's off a guy called Will. His first message to me was, did we go to school together? And I was like, you know when you have that moment where you're like, oh my god, I don't recognise him, did we actually go to school together? It was his pickup line. I replied, I don't think we did. I'm sorry if I don't recognise you. And then he messaged back saying, because we have chemistry, and I was like, yeah, okay, you got me there. Yeah, that was smooth. Next one's off a guy called Tom. His first message to me was, today's poll, would you let me rail you? And then he put, please circle yes/no. So I messaged back saying no, because you ain't doing that to me. That is not happening. Next one's off a guy called Lewis. His first message to me was, do you play behind the striker in a 4-2-3-1 because you're a 10? Now, I'm sorry, football fans, but I don't understand that. I only know that those numbers add up to a 10, and he's saying I'm a 10 out of 10. That's the only thing I got from that. I feel like I'm being a bit dumb there. But you tried. I just didn't understand. Next one's off another guy called Lewis. We've got a lot of Lewises on this app. His first message to me was, it's your lucky day then, darling. And I put, oh, why is that? He put, should feel the shirt I'm wearing. Boyfriend material. I feel like that is one of my favourite chat lines. I know it's like such a cringer and such a popular chat line, but every time someone says it to me, I'm like, oh, I like that. Next one's off a guy called Joe. His first message to me was, wow, my super light was definitely worth it. He's still polite to me. Oh, feel honoured. For future reference, what are your favourite types of flowers? So I replied saying, oh, I thank you, so why the super like? And then I put, and roses or lilies I love, because they're my two favourite flowers. He replied, I mean, you are outstanding. Are you Ofsted? Are we having a school report? I'm outstanding. No one's ever used that adjective for me before. Amazing choice, by the way. Beautiful and elegant like yourself. Oh, stop it. So apart from being a model, what is it you do? Do you know what? He was just bathing me in compliments and I was accepting it all. A lot of lads think I model. I think it's because I like my Instagram photos, but I just like taking good pics, lads. Just like getting a good photo of myself. So next one's off a guy called Jake. His first message to me was, fuck, marry, kill, gravy, Yorkshire tea and me. So I replied saying I would fuck gravy, I would marry Yorkshire tea and I would kill you. I said, because how dare you make me choose between those items. Didn't get a reply. I think I kind of scared him off, but you win some, you lose some. Next one's off a guy called Jack. His first message to me was, is that bikini on sale? I put, why are you wanting to buy it? Are you wanting to be one of them creepy people that like smells people's, oh no. He put, no, I was just saying because it will be 100% off at my place. Not happening. Also, why would I be in a bikini at your house? Surely it would be underwear. So you kind of missing the point, but no. Next one's off a guy called Adam, and I could hear the Yorkshireness in him, so we were already off to a start. He put, hey up, I'm writing an article on the finer things in life, so I was wondering if I could interview you. Babes, of course you can. Anyone from Yorkshire is instant like, because we're just the best people, I'm not gonna lie. The next one's off a guy called Milo. His first message to me was, you may as well get yourself round last night to mingle. This must have been just before the second lockdown. Last night to mingle, this must have been back in the second lockdown, and then he popped up again in the third lockdown. Yes, England and the 3 lockdowns, RIP to us. Hopefully no more. And he popped back up saying, how the devil are you? It's been far too long. You ready to grip some bed sheets and curl your toes? Absolutely not. I didn't reply. The next one's off a guy called Ewan. This one, oh, this one was so cute. He messaged me saying, hey Chloe, over here, catch, and then a boomerang emoji. So I sent him back loads of boomerangs and we just started talking from there. I feel like that was like a good way to introduce himself. I liked that. Next one's off a guy called Lewis. His first message to me was, you are absolutely fantastic. I'm fantastic. I'm loving these different adjectives people are using. I was like, oh, thank you. And then he put, nice and tall as well. Bang on my type you are. Oh. Just keep the compliments coming. Next one's off a guy called Reese. Now this was a smooth one. He messaged me saying, do I have it? And I was like, have what? Your full attention. Oh. Yes, you do now. You do now. That was smooth. And I put, oh, I like that. You definitely do now. I put, can I have one? I was like, one what? And then he messaged, and then he replied saying, a chance to fulfill all your needs and dreams. I've died and gone to heaven. Where has this boy been? Like, he is a smooth operator. Next one's off a guy called Callum. His first message to me was, I'm in love with the Chloe. You can now go. Next one is off a guy called Ben. His first message to me was, I will treat you like a queen. And I replied saying, see, that's what I want to hear. Lads, take note, we want to be treated like a queen, okay? Next one's off a guy called Joe. His first message to me was, I'd say God bless you, but it looks like God already did. I mean, what can I say? I just smiled. Next one is off a guy called Liam, and this boy was like an innocent little puppy dog. He was so cute. He messaged me saying, hey, I'd rather not use a chat line. I try not to be rude as well and sexual. Most girls think it's weird if a boy who first mails you wants to see you on all fours, so haha. Oh my god, this boy actually wants to get to know me. I was like, shooketh. We like this. Next one's off a guy called Sam. His first message to me was, do you work at Subway? I put no. I put nah, I just thought you must have the way you gave me a foot long. You wish you had a foot long. I'd be very surprised and impressed if you had a foot long. Even a 6-inch, I'd be shocked. Next one is off a guy called Tom. His first message to me was, all I want to do is cuddle and kiss, but the you out of the cuddle and the I out of the kiss is missing. And then he put what's missing though, so obviously it would be you and I. But I didn't actually reply. That's kind of rude of me because that was quite cute. Bad Chloe. I will reply once I've done this video. Tom, I'm coming your way. Next one's off a guy called Joe. His first message to me was knock knock, so I replied, who's there? We know it's about to happen. He put where, when? I put where, when, who? You know, just humouring him. And then he replied, my house this weekend, me and you. No. Oh my god, I got so arsey with this lad. This guy, right, the next one's off a guy called Owen. He messaged me saying, how would you sell yourself to be a sales assistant? I must have been on my period this week because I replied saying, first things first, I don't sell myself, thank you very much. I am not something to be bought. And second of all, I asked you for the chat line, so Chloe, are you all right? Am I all right? Am I right? That's a bit far. I mean, I get where I was coming from, but I must have been moody. Bloody hell. Next one's off a guy called Alfie, and he stole my chalk line. He stole it. He must have saying, if your left leg is Halloween and your right leg is Christmas, can I visit you between the holidays? And I'll literally put in capital letters, that's my chalk line. And I didn't get a response, but hey, you can't be stealing my chalk line, because then what have I got to give? Next one's off a guy called Joseph. His first message to me was, my best chalk line, I've lost my teddy bear, can I sleep with you instead? I replied saying, oh, now that's cute, I like that. He put, I aim to please, is there any particularly bad ones that stick out in your mind? I put, there is so many bad ones. He put, I'm not surprised, there's some atrocious ones that I've heard, but I promise I'll never use any. I thought I'd save the teddy bear one for someone who's worth it. You're worth it, let me work it. I mean, I feel special because I'm worth it. L'Oreal, because you're worth it. Next one's off a guy called Liam. His first message to me was, Chloe, if you sit on my face, I can eat my way to your heart. No. Next one's off a guy called Callum. Now, I instantly, as soon as I read this message, I knew he was a Sidemen fan, and this did come from a Sidemen Tinder video, because his first message to me was, do you want 12 inches of dick tonight so we can have sex 4 times? I put, and then I replied saying, okay, Minnie, calm down, you're not making a Sidemen YouTube Tinder video right now, haha. And then he replied, haha, fuck's sake, you caught me. I mean, what can I say? I love the Sidemen. I am on top of their videos. I watch them as soon as they come out, so you ain't getting that past me. And if you're not Minnie Minter, sorry, that's not going to happen, because Minnie Minter is like top tier. Next one's off a guy called John. His first message to me was, yes, 5'10" is what I want me missus to be. So sounds like we've got our first date planned then, darling. Secure your date, slide me your Snapchat, and I can ensure 100% that you won't be messed around. My Snapchat went to him. And then we talked for like 2 days, and then I scrolled down my Snapchat list, pending. Oh, that does hurt when you see that. When your message is pending, you're just like, okay, bye. This one's off a guy called Tom. There's a lot of Toms and Lewises in this video. Do I seem to attract them? I'm not complaining. His first message to me was a little dog emoji, and then he replied, Max, come back here. Sorry, he's always walking into cute girls' DMs. He'll go away if you give me your Snapchat. That's cute. I liked that. So you did get my Snapchat. Next one is off a guy called Tom. What's with all these Toms? I've literally matched so many. That's really bad. His first message to me was movie quote or pickup line. So I said, oh, I want to hear both. So we started with the movie quote. Now, if you don't get this quote, I don't think we can be friends, because I knew it instantly and we were sending it back and forth. So he put, hey man, did you touch my drum set? I replied saying, nope, that's weird because I didn't touch them. He said, see, it's funny because I definitely seems like someone touched them. And I replied, yeah, that's weird because I didn't touch them. And they put, haha, okay, you definitely got the reference. If you know the film, comment it down below. If you don't, I'd be very disappointed, because it is a classic comedy from my generation. Next one's off a guy called David. His first message to me was, did you know otters hold hands so their partners don't float away? I can just imagine if you hadn't seen them, little otters, like they hold on to each other's hands in the water and they're floating around. I thought, oh my god, that is so cute. But oh, I did, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. He replied, well, go look in the mirror because that's competition. Yes, please. Next one's off a guy called Joe. His first message to me laid out his intentions, but I wasn't about them. He messaged me saying, I've just come out of a relationship, so I wouldn't say anything serious right now, and I wouldn't say a one-night stand either. So what do you want? I feel like Noah from Notebook. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? What does he want? This is why boys confuse girls, because he does not want a relationship, but he doesn't want a one-night stand. I have no words. I put, okay, I get you. I don't get you because we're not doing that. And then he replied saying, so you'd be down yet? Because I'd do everything to you. You're such a pure sort. Absolutely not. Because you ain't leading me on. So doors that way. Bye, hun. Next one's off a guy called Grant. His first message to me was, what's the difference between you and a pair of glasses? I said, what's the difference? I knew the answer already, but I just wanted him to tell me. He put, well, Chloe, you see, a pair of glasses sits higher in my face if you feel me. I'm feeling you. I'm absolutely not feeling you. Raksu is feeling me, but I'm not feeling you. Next one's off a guy called Harvey. His first message to me was, fancy a dance? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love a boy that can dance, so yes. I literally messaged him saying yes, 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 and then dancing emojis, because I love to dance. Next one's off a guy called Brandon, and this is how I imagined him saying this. Fuck me, you might be one of the fittest girls alive. Oh, thanks. But no. Next one is off a guy called Elliot. His first message to me was, are you a cigarette? And I replied saying, I don't like smoking, so, because that's such a turn off for me. And then he replied, oh, was just going to say you're smoking hot. And then I messaged him saying, but do you smoke? Because that is a turn off for me. And he didn't reply. So I was like, okay, you do. And I don't. And the last one is off a guy called Pierce. His first message to me was, man's taking you to a beer garden. I was like, yes, yes, please. I want to go so bad. So I am definitely up for that offer. But obviously that's going to have to happen once lockdown is done. But yes, that is all of the Tinder messages. I hope you can laugh along and enjoy the weird and rude and sexual boys that I come across on Tinder. Don't get me wrong, you can find a few gems, but majority, they're just a no-go. Definitely be more episodes of this as long as I'm single, because I just find it funny. I enjoy reading them, I enjoy reacting to them, and I love filming these videos for you guys, so you can all revel in my singleness. But yes, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.